Silver Spoon Kids, Silver Spoon Kids, Silver Spoon Kids. I was kind of sort of one of them. Kind of sort of in a rich, broke nigga way. Or should I say rich, broke child way? But whatever. Why? The fuck are y'all mad?
Why you mad? Why you mad?
We will never know. But what's poppin', gang? It's your boy Pastor JB here, and we are here once again for another episode of the That's That on That podcast. Hashtag TTOT y'all already know. Use that everywhere. Tell your mom to tell her friends, to her other friends, to her brother, to her uncle. Tell them. All y'all knuckles. All y'all knuckles. Tell everybody to tell everybody. Stream That's That on That podcast on all major streaming platforms.
This has been a TTOT podcast production.
Today we're going to be talking about something that's really been in my head, on my brain, and on my heart for like a good 1,000 years. Just saying. Okay, so Silver Spoon Kids. Silver Spoon Kids, Silver Spoon Kids, Silver Spoon Kids. Once again, I was kind of sort of one of them-ish. In a spoiled way. But I was a good silver spoon kid. I wasn't like one of those. We're gonna say silver plastic spoon kid is what you can call my upbringing ish. Once again, I don't know. Y'all can listen to whatever episode. I'm pretty sure I explained life just a little bit, or my life a little bit. On what really happened. One of these episodes I go into full. Alright, shut the fuck up. The Silver Spoon Kids. What do I mean when I say Silver Spoon Kids?
I mean, for real, we really don't have to ask that question for this episode because you should really know the Silver Spoon Kids. I think we for everybody that doesn't know.
Silver Spoon Kids are basically kids that had or have, and we're not even gonna say wealthy or rich. Let's just say parents that did right with their life and that offers their child what they want and what they want. Silver Spoon Kids are definitely the type of kids that. Y'all know what Silver Spoon Kids are. Just stop playing with me. Silver Spoon fucking kids. I would say
cut the kids.
The ones. Okay, the fucking ones. Everybody, let's say, describes as having a silver spoon in their mouth when they're born due to their family being rich, wealthy, or whatever the fuck. There's silver spoon kids out there too, whatever. So, silver spoon kids. We want to talk about necessarily, and this isn't to shit on anybody, because I truly believe in, once again, people's parents need to do more. Especially this day and age. Moment of silence for the deadbeats. Anyway, so as I was saying, Silver Spoon Kids. You know them little arrogant little motherfuckers? Them little motherfuckers that said, Daddy, I want the squirrel! I want the squirrel! First of all, Willy Wonka. That little girl would have got put the fuck out. Okay, of the factory. Willy Wonka in the chocolate factory. Calm the fuck down. Margaret in the back that was just about to say, what do you mean? You know what the fuck I mean, Margaret. You know what I mean, okay? Okay. So, Silver Spoon Kids, they get a lot of judgment, they get a lot of hate, they get a lot of antagonization, just a little bit, like y'all little broke motherfuckers out there. They get just really, sometimes what I can deem is unnecessary drama that they didn't ask for, and that necessarily is unnecessary as fuck. And it just, why are you upset? My thing is, you cannot be mad with somebody for what they have or what they do and how they do things when it's out of their control necessarily. You know what I mean? You are 9 times out of 10 a product of your environment. You are where you come from. Your kids soak up everything. They are sponges. They are their mother and their father, or they have certain traits of their mother and their father, whether you want to run away from it or not. It happens. But it's like, how can you really be mad at somebody for having standards for their life? And I'm only really coming from a relatable point, right? Because, once again, plastic silver spoon kid. I was a little spoiled as a kid, but I wasn't I wasn't that kind of child that just was like, oh, Daddy, I want the squirrel.
No, but you know what I mean? I really wasn't that kind of child that...
I wasn't that kind of child that really didn't want to do anything. I wasn't that kind of child to just want to take. I'm still not that. I'm not that person in general. But I never was that way. Although I, had a little plastic silver spoon. I was a little spoiled by my grandmother and everything else like that. I did everything, and I deserved everything that I got because I did whatever I should have done. And I was a good little boy, just a bit little bit publicly. So I just really I understand kind of sort of both sides, because once again, having the traits or the lifestyle kind of sort of a silver spoon kid, but also having the duality of not having money and not really seeing, but I see both sides, and I think that's why people be mad. And for me, I really can just I grew up with the traits of one kind of sort of minus the wealth. We wasn't broke. I ain't feel broke. Shit, I got whatever I wanted to a certain extent. From my grandmother and everything else like that. But I grew up with the haters, whether that's family or friends. I grew up with motherfuckers that's always claiming, oh my god, that she has favorites. First of all, shout out to my grandmother. That's my baby love. And get well soon. And she will get well soon. Because God has her and will always have her. That's Jackson. Anyway, everybody's always crying, oh my god, she's your favorite, or that's your favorite, no, she's your favorite. No, the fuck she didn't, number one. These little motherfuckers out here didn't want to do what the fuck they needed to do in life to get what the fuck they needed in life. That was their business. But I'm just people used to get on my nerves because I'm never one to get bullied because my mouth was too vicious. But it was damn near kind of sort of something like that when motherfuckers are trying to come at you because you know how to dress and you look nice, or you know how to act because you're not just a fucking tyrant. And you got home training and then shit like that, or motherfuckers would just be mad just because I was who I was, who I am, me. This is just and I'm only going to say this is my experience.
This is my point of view. This is from what I've seen and how I felt. So take it how you want it. It's your business.
So what really prompted me to really want to make this episode is just because it's hey, man, why are we mad at the Silver Spoon kids for being Silver Spoon kids? You can't be mad at somebody for being who and what they are because that's just them, or you can't be mad at somebody for being born into money or being born into a certain standard, being born in. And let's just say it's pros and it's cons to everything. I mean, for me, kids are just going to be kids, right? That's the I ain't gonna say for me, that's the good saying. Right? Oh, kids are gonna be kids. So my thing is, let them little silver spoon motherfuckers be little silver spoon motherfuckers. Everybody's different. Can we get back to normalcy of having respect for just human rights in general, whether it's a kid or an adult? Doesn't matter. Can we get back to human decency? You know what I mean? Just having the respect to understand that I'm different, you're different, we're all different, and we can exist in the same space. It's nothing to that, you know what I mean? It's the respect level, you know what I mean? Just the respect level, once again, for human decency. Everybody ain't gotta do what you do, everybody ain't gotta agree with what you're talking about, and everybody ain't gotta be sucking ass just because you said it. People are different. But off my tangent, because I guess that was on the spirit. Once again, it's not the kid's fault that their parents went through something a little bit extra than the bare minimum of life, or accepting what this is it. You know what I mean? And then also too, looking on the other side, because I always unbiasedly speak. Yeah, it's lineage sometimes, legacy sometimes. To come from a long line of motherfuckers that just doing fuck shit too. Kids, the cons. Can we talk about the cons just a little bit? I can understand why people don't like the motherfuckers, on the sense of sometimes their attitude can suck. Sometimes they can be mean as fuck, just a little bit, very much so. Sometimes they can have a false sense of life, kind of, sort of, or like a convoluted sense of, okay, maybe this isn't, this, you're over here, you're living over here, where everybody's living over here. And once again, who to really say what the sense of life should be? And also, your sense of life ain't my sense of life. I'm not damn sure you're looking at something. We don't feel like we're better than people You just gotta really know your worth and what you deserve and what you don't deserve. And once you start looking at stuff like that, you won't necessarily worry about everybody else and what they think and how they feel. Maybe you too can have some silver spoon kids, or maybe you too can become a platinum spoon adult. Anyway, so the kids can be arrogant as fuck at sometimes. Once again, they don't settle for less. Once again, just having standards. There's nothing wrong with having standards. So I understand how people can be triggered by how, quote unquote, these people, silver spoon kids, carry themselves and can come off. And for me, not all silver spoon kids are like that. It's just the motherfuckers that don't truly parent their kids, or that don't really, we know people that send their kids to boarding school to live. And there's, people that gotta work, of course, because money ain't just out here, making itself if you ain't grabbing that shit. So people gotta work, understood, but it's a lot of. I can't speak as a parent because I'm not a parent. Well, I'm a godparent, but whatever. So I can't fully speak to the fact of, you need to do boom, boom, boom. This is just, once again, creating a human or having human decency. People need to, shall I say, instill certain values and morals of how they want and how they do. And maybe sometimes people just want to have those morals and values of feeling or doing how they do shit. You know what I mean? And for those that do, okay, cool, no judgment. Keep your shitty ass over there if you're going to come with the bullshit. But for the ones that don't, it's okay. Do you? Once again, everybody's different. But we definitely can say that the parents need to be more involved in their kids' life, and that's just for any parent.
How do you know what's good for me?
This is just an ideal, my opinion. Ideal parent, you will want to be in your child. I understand we work, but you will want to be in your child's life, majority of their life, for as much as you can. For me, I'm just gonna take a little 12-second break.
For me, my kids, I just want my kids to really just grow up to be wealthy as fuck, just like me. Once I get there in life, and my dream is to really just have my kids up and traveling with me around the world, me and my wife and my family. And I damn sure would buy a teacher. Come on, lady. Mildred, let's go. Get on the plane. Get on the plane, Mildred. Let's go.
I need them to be out there experiencing things and learning new cultural ways, and just learning that this way is not, or your way necessarily, in this box of America or this box of whatever state the town that you live in. This isn't just it. This isn't just life. It's a huge globe is around here. That's all I'm saying. So for me and my kids, that's my dream. That's what's gonna happen. Stay.
Yeah, damn sure would have a tutor. Come on, Mildred, once again, get your ass in the plane. I'll pay for everything. School. Teach my kids. Part of the family. What should do.
But I do feel like parents need to spend a little bit more quality time, or try to wiggle away. Everybody's schedule is different. Off that though. Silver spoon kids, what's wrong with them? I mean, I think another huge con, shall I say, would be that at some point, if you really don't have a sense of morality, or if you really don't have a sense of just core value, or maybe just like human decency values, or just life, you can steer your kids in a way to be ungrateful, but just giving them everything that they want whenever they want, and that can fuck their growth up, you know what I mean? Because when they're just expecting everything just because, it's like, what the fuck are we doing, Robert? What the fuck are we doing? But I definitely would say, that's just all a part of noticing what your child does, noticing how your child's going. Now, that's all a part of just knowing what values to really instill. And not even really just that. Give them little motherfuckers chores, give them something to do. Give them something to work for, give them something to work towards. This is how it was. Working towards something so you can feel like, oh, okay, I don't just get something just because I want something. I mean, you see it, you want it. Anyway, ADHD. Get back to the program. So, it's just like, you know, you can't just get what you want just because. You want to let them know that, okay, baby, you got to work for some of this shit. I'm out here motherfucking working, and once again, me being the pioneer. Shout out to the Breaking Generational Curses. Episode 1, Season 2. Hashtag ThatsThatOnThatPodcast. Anyway, but me being the pioneer, because I'm just like, listen, I'm not where I want to be in life, but I am where life needs me to be, where God needs me to be right now. So, I'm not mad. But working through everything, once I get to truly what I really want, I'm doing this shit for not only myself, but for my seeds and their seeds and their seeds and their seeds. And they're all gonna plant and grow like a mustard seed. And then next thing you know, boom, JB here, JB there, JB Jr., JB Jr., JB the 4th, or something like that. You know, we're just gonna be doing great shit. Legacy. So they don't have to do anything.
Yes, man, I'm gonna put this out here. I'm for high level. Yes, my kids will be platinum. Platinum, the finest of the fine. The finest selection of fine.
Silver spoon kids. Boom. It is what it is. I want more for my kids. And who's to say silver spoon kids are bad? Let's just talk about that. Like, they're not bad at all. A kid's gonna be a kid, number one. It's just you gotta mold them in the right direction. And this, once again, furthermore, it's just like, you don't be a hater, bitch. Don't be a fucking hater. What B-Rad say? Don't be hating.
Don't be hating.
Because you can't be mad at me because I want the best, or what I feel like is the best, because everybody's best is different. Like I always say, life is whatever the fuck it's going to be. You know what I mean? But once again, it just boils down to human decency and respect. Respect that I don't give a fuck. No, but respect that I do what I need to do, or what I feel is right, or what is right for my kids and my life, and what you do for your kids in your life. You know what I mean? It's like, you can't be mad at somebody for dressing nice. You can't be mad at somebody for having standards, because this is me, standards. And I ain't even really gonna go into it. I'm gonna have a whole nother episode about having standards. Just having standards in life. You can't be mad that your standard is not somebody else's standard, or somebody else's standard is not your standard, or you feel that their standard is higher than yours. And if that's the case, bitch, that is your fault. That is your fault. Don't be mad at me because you're not where you want to be.
Oh, when they get mad. Oh, they gonna be mad.
Anyway, yeah, but I mean, end all be all, for real, because I ain't gonna hold y'all for too long. First of all, I don't want to edit no long ass episode. This production quality is fine. But don't blame the kids, blame your parents. Because my thing is, if you weren't set up to be in the position to do greatness easily, whose fucking fault is that? It's not your fault, of course, because you ain't asked to be here. But are you going to be a hater? Or are you going to, you know what I mean? It's just like, you're going to continue to keep doing bullshit, or you're going to continue to be mad and harbor hate or envy, or just, you know what I mean? You can't be, or of other motherfucking situations to where you don't even know nobody's situation. You're just looking at the optics of it. And optics, I stress to everybody, optics are at sometimes, or at some points, are everything. But they're truly not anything when you know the intention in general. Once again, don't blame me, don't blame you, blame your parents. Bitch, I'm blaming my parents, because once again, the plastic silver spoon, I want to fight. Not fully, they do what they need to do. I ain't mad at y'all. But I'm saying, don't be mad at them little motherfuckers because they doing something. They doing something a little bit more, or something that you feel is more. Once again, everything happens for a reason, and God has everybody where He needs them to be. I know sometimes that make niggas upset, but sometimes it just is what it is. Just always remember that. And I mean, to close out, tell your mama to call on JB.
Call 302-111-969-3211.
Nah, but this is another episode of the ThatsThatOnThatPodcast. Hashtag ThatsThatOnThatPodcast. Use that everywhere. Don't forget to tell a friend, tell a mama to call on JB. Call me. We out, nigga.